Hello and welcome to a Snap&Read Universal Chrome tutorial. My name is Yvette Idahen in the Technology and Learning Connections team with the Problem Solving and Response to Intervention project at the University of South Florida. Let's take a look at our objectives for today. By the end of this tutorial, you will be able to give students access to Snap&Read, use Snap&Read to level text, translate for English language learners, and text mask, hide distractions on websites, open and annotate PDF files, take outline notes and citations, use the optical character recognition or OCR to read inaccessible text, and most importantly, use data to drive academic interventions for students in your classroom. So, what is Snap&Read? Snap&Read is a text reader that simplifies vocabulary, translates text, reads inaccessible documents and images or OCR. It also captures and cites sources to support the reading comprehension needs of students while providing teachers with data to drive reading interventions. So, let's begin by activating our Snap&Read Google Chrome extension. The first thing you want to do is download the Snap&Read Chrome extension. On the right-hand side, you will see the gray target icon for Snap&Read. Toggle to turn on the reading tool. Once turned on, you will see a black toolbar with icons on the right-hand side. We will now begin our tutorial by reviewing the options menu in Snap&Read. This learning tool gives you the ability to make customizable decisions to meet the needs of the learner, with the first being the ability to change text highlighting and background color. This supports students with visual impediments and contrasting needs. Readers can make changes by color or by using the template option for the combination that fits their requirements. Next, we will take a look at the voice options. With over 27 different languages and countless choices between pronouns, pitch, rate, volume of speech, students can make modifications using the sliders for the perfect text-to-speech voice. For many readers, understanding vocabulary can be the difference between success or non-performance. Snap&Read levels vocabulary to aid in the comprehension of text. The reader can slide the bar to simplify words at a higher rate to the left or decrease the frequency of the simplification to the right. My suggestion would be to leave this in the middle for more interactivity with the text. Snap&Read will display the reading level of the open document or page below its icon for students as they navigate the pages. The readability level is calculated by taking the average of the 5 common readability equations such as Flesch-Kincaid, Gunning, Coleman, Smog, and the Automated Readability Index. Next, you will see the option for the screen reader or the optical character recognition tool for reading inaccessible text. Loading a PDF in Snap&Read is one of the essential functions of the tool. I suggest leaving this option on for younger students, but turning it off for older ones. When turned off, the reader will have to manually load PDFs into Snap&Read. Double-clicking for definition should also be turned on for all readers. This will give the definition and the images of words that students may find difficult to comprehend. One of the most important tools for Snap&Read is the ability to translate text into a second language. Snap&Read has over 110 different languages, pronouns, and dialect options for many English language learners. Students can select their desired language by using this option. Finally, we have the Cover Overlay tool. This helps students maintain their place when reading, blocks distractions, increases their concentration and focus, while strengthening visual tracking skills. Now that we have gone over the options menu, let's begin by opening a PDF and loading it into Snap&Read. First, find a document that you want to load. Notice that opening a PDF only gives the reader the preview option in the menu. In order to make annotations, you must load PDF in Snap&Read using the Google Chrome extension icon. The reader will know that the document is ready for annotation when they see a blue pencil icon to the left of the screen. The first annotation tool is the text option. Students can select this to write directly onto the document. They can also modify the font and size, position, and color of the text. In this document, the teacher asks the students to color the Z green if the statement is true, or color the Z red if the statement is not true. This lends itself to our next option, which is the square highlighting tool. The reader can select a variety of colors and modify the opacity for necessary modifications to this tool. Simply place your crosshair in the desired location and drag it to cover any words or images on the PDF file. Finally, we have the line tool. This can be used to cross out words, underline, or as an arrow when completing matching activities. In this example, I crossed out the incorrect statement and used the text tool to make the statement true. When finished, select the blue X icon on the left to save your annotations. Math teachers can also use the PDF annotator to support students in the classroom. Just like with ELA documents, students can write their answers directly onto the PDF file. Snap&Read automatically saves the documents as students are working. Once complete, they can add the documents to their Google Drive for electronic submissions to the teacher. We will now go on to the text reader. This is the first icon located on the right-hand panel. Select and click anywhere on the document.
Alexandra, her father often said to himself, was like.
And right-click to stop reading. You can also highlight specific sections.
Alexandra,
Then select the reading icon for the text to be read aloud. Again, click anywhere to stop. For English language learners, students can use the translate icon by highlighting the text, selecting the translate icon, which will place a text in a pop-up window to preserve the integrity of the PDF file. To read, they will need to select the speaker icon. Again, click anywhere to stop. Color overlay guides are designed to help readers better see, focus, and remember what they read. Turn this feature on by selecting the cover overlay icon. It is intended to be used as an intervention for struggling readers to reduce word, line skipping, pattern glare, and enhance reading fluency while improving reading comprehension. Too often we come across inaccessible documents, making it difficult for struggling readers to interact with and for teachers to assign. With the character recognition tool, students can access inaccessible documents. To do this, one must first ensure Snap&Read is turned on. Next, select the second tool in the menu bar to the right, and finally use the guidelines provided to select parts or all of the document to read. I suggest selecting chunks at a time to ensure the tool works at its optimal level. Once loaded, the selected text will be automatically read to the students.
Alexandra, her
It
father
can be stopped
often
at any
said to
time
himself,
by clicking the gray X icon on the top right hand of the highlighted box. The OCR is also a great tool to access directions in pictographs and to read comic strips online. Just like with the previous example, simply selecting the reading tool may not be enough to access the document.
4 comments.
I suggest highlighting chunks at a time to ensure the tool works at its optimal level. The selected text will be automatically read to the
Just
students
has an innate ability to make people
and
laugh.
can be stopped at any time by clicking on the gray X icon. Students and teachers can also upload some images of documents like we see here with the tree owl, and if need enough, the OCR can also read your handwriting. The most impactful pairing with the OCR is the ability to upload pages in a book to be read aloud. Here, I have taken an image of the book Sadie with the chapter titled The Girls. You can now use the optical character tool in the menu bar to select part or all of the documents to be read aloud.
My boss,
I
Danny
suggest
Gilbert,
highlighting chunks at a time to ensure the tool works at its optimal level. The selected text will be automatically read to the students.
My boss, Danny Gilchrist.
And can be stopped at any time by clicking the gray X icon. It is important to note that no other accessibility tool will work with the uploading of documents saved as an image to Snap&Read. The text simplification, translation, and the cover overlay tool will be automatically disabled when the document is processed and uploaded as an image. Have you ever opened a website and noticed all of the distractions? Well, now we can turn off distractions by clicking the Snap&Read target icon and selecting Remove Distractions. This streamlines the text and only places the most important images to aid in the comprehension of the text. Websites can be translated by highlighting all or parts of a document before or after selecting the translation tool. Unlike PDF, the translation will be in text rather than populating as a pop-up window. The text will be read in their selected language. Again, click anywhere to stop or select the translation tool for the conversion back to English. Understanding vocabulary is a critical part in the comprehension of text. Students often neglect researching the definition of a difficult or unrecognizable word. This is why Snap&Read allows readers to double-click on many words to find the definition in text. In this example, I double-clicked on the word endangered, highlighted in red. This will give the reader multiple definitions and images to aid in the understanding of the vocabulary word. Now, let's take a look at our vocabulary simplification tool and remove page distractions. In selecting the simplifying tool, the grade level of the text will determine the difficulty of the vocabulary based on the calculated readability levels. When selected, the word deemed difficult will now be italicized, making it easier for students to determine the words they can interact with. For example, the reader can select the word researchers for its definition, and if double-clicked, the word will then be translated to their second language of choice, which is Spanish in our example. In the Options menu, it is important to leave the simplifying bar in the middle, giving students the best interactivity with the vocabulary word. Don't forget that you can always toggle between removing distractions on a website and showing its original form. Some students prefer the original over the distracted version. The next feature is critical for our older students. Let's say a teacher assigned this 8th grade article from the Smithsonian Magazine website and wants students to take notes and write a paper on the topic. Snap&Read makes this assignment feasible for all readers to attempt. When we remove the distractions from the web page, we see the article titled 6 Crazy Attempts to Geoengineer the Weather. On the bottom right hand of the toolbar, we see a left-facing arrow. Select this icon to open the outlining tool. Click on the plus icon to add a new outline and always change the name for quick identification. Now, select the 3 vertical dots on the right-hand side to add your templates. Here you will see over 40 different types of pre-identified outlines students can use, from 3-paragraph essays to cause and effect, and in our case, sequencing of events. Once selected, the user can interact with the outline to meet their comprehension needs. First, select the Capture Tool icon to grab text from the document to place onto your outline. Once selected, the students can drag and drop the highlighted text anywhere on the outline. Clicking the blue circle will give students the options to add hyperlinks, indent, or delete the selected words. The reader can also write directly onto the outline if they do not want to drag and drop. Please note, once selected, the link on the website will automatically be added for citation and quick reference purposes. Now that we've added the title for our first of 6 battle plans, students can also grab all or parts of the text to complete the outline. Again, simply drag and drop and repeat for all 6 attempts. To find citation for each bullet, look in the window panel and select the Sources tab to see the available sources in MLA, APA, and Chicago format. Moving on to the most critical part of the essay writing and outlining feature, Let's say a student now wants to start writing their paper or has to turn in an outline. They can simply drag and drop all of their essay outlines and input their sources directly onto their Google Doc. Students can also listen to their essay to ensure they convey their intended message to the teacher, and our English language learners can also translate it for comprehension purposes. Once completed, the student can share the document with their teacher for immediate submission and feedback. Data is a critical component of establishing the importance of reading accommodations for students. In the educator dashboard, teachers can monitor student progress by looking at the amount of words their students have read and the amount of time they have spent reading at their grade level. Let's take a look at one of our students, Minnie Mouse. Here we see the student has read over 8,000 words in over 4 hours. Below that, we see the text readability level. The darker the strip, the more time the student has spent reading at that particular grade level. Data is great for parent-teacher conferences, student data chats, and IEP meetings. This concludes our tutorial for Snap&Read. Here is a quick overview using the menus option. With the menu tab selected, we see all of the options for Snap&Read. Students can make changes to the text highlighting and background by color or by using the template option for the combination that fits their requirements. Next, we selected the appropriate voice options. Students can choose from 27 different voices and dialects. In selecting the simplifying tool, the grade level of the text will determine the difficulty of the vocabulary based on the calculated readability levels. When selected, the words deemed difficult will now be italicized and translated into a second language, making it easier for students to comprehend the text. The reading level icon should always be turned on for the teachers to get the readability level data. Now you will see the option for a screenshot reader or the optical character recognition tool for reading inaccessible text and images.
Vineyard Defense for more than a century.
Loading a PDF in Snap&Read is one of the essential functions of the tool. To turn on, simply select the gray target icon and click Open PDF in Snap&Read. I suggest leaving this tool on for younger students and turning it off for older ones. Understanding vocabulary is a critical part of the reading process. Double-clicking on an unknown word gives students the definition and images to support their comprehension. Snap&Read has over 110 different languages, pronouns, and dialect options for many English language learners in their native tongue. Finally, we have the Cover Overlay Reading Guide tool. This helps students strengthen visual tracking skills. I hope this tutorial strengthened your knowledge of Snap&Read. Again, my name is Yvette Idahan and the Technology and Learning Connections team with the Problem Solving and Response to Intervention project at the University of South Florida. Feel free to email me at eidahan@usf.edu and visit our website at tlc-mtss.com. Thank you and have a great day.